Hey everybody, it's Tubbs from Tubbs Plays Games, and I'm back with another review. Today we're going to take a look at Six Sites Singapore, designed by Hero and published by Capital Gains Studios. Six Sites Singapore is a fast and lightweight card game for 2 to 5 players, which plays in 15 to 20 minutes. It is designed by Hero, spelled H1RO, and published by Capital Gains Studios. In Six Sites Singapore, we play as tourists who have 1 day to spend in Singapore. Since our time is limited, we can only see 3 sites, and our goal is to plan the best day in Singapore. Here's how it works. Each player begins with a hand of 6 cards. Each round, players will play 1 card face down simultaneously and then reveal them simultaneously. Then players will activate the card's ability, starting with the player who played the highest number. Each card has its own ability, so let's take a look at each card. The number 1 card is activated before all other abilities and blocks you from being targeted during that round. The number 2 card lets you choose an opponent and they have to show you their hand. The number 3 card allows you to choose an opponent and a number. If they have that number in their hand, they have to give it to you, and you choose a card from your hand to trade to them. The number 4 card lets you choose an opponent and trade a card from their schedule with a card from your hand. The number 5 card lets you put one of your cards face down and then choose an opponent who has to randomly give you a card from their hand and take your face down card. And the number 6 card does nothing. Once the cards are revealed and resolved, each player puts their card into one of the 3 schedule slots. As there are 3 slots in 6 rounds, players will sometimes have to cover up played cards with new cards. At the end of 6 rounds, players have their itinerary, and now we figure out who won the game. The worst combination of cards you can have is 3 random cards. That is the bottom tier. The next step up is 2 matching destinations and 1 random card. The next step up from there is 3 cards in number sequential order. And I want to point out, just for clarity, they don't have to be displayed in number sequential order. And the ultimate combination is to have all 3 of your cards be a match. And the player who plans the best trip is the winner. So that is Six Sites Singapore, designed by Hero and published by Capital Gains Studios. Big thanks to Capital Gains Studios for sending me a copy of this game to play and review. And as you know, that is never going to affect my opinion of a game. So let's get into this one. Here's what I like about this game. It is quick and portable. Those are always a big boon for me. The game has enough going on. It's a 10 or 15 minute game, and it's got enough going on that you can knock out a quick round of it while you're waiting for your food at a restaurant. And I love those kinds of games because my son and I really like to play games. He's an impatient little guy, and sometimes we go out to dinner or breakfast or something like that. And if it's just me and him, if my wife is not with us as well, then we like to play games to occupy ourselves while we wait for our food. And this is perfect for that. The art on the game is really, really nice. I've never been to Singapore, but I have some family who lived there for a while. And I am thinking about gifting them a copy of this game because I think they would enjoy having it. They like to play games, and I think it's cool that there's a game set in their world. This game is not, it's not complicated. There's not a whole lot going on, and for some people that is a detraction, but I think that there is room in the world for the lighter game on your shelf. The game, like I said, that takes 10 or 15 minutes to play, and it's just something quick to do while you are either waiting to get set up for your next game at game night or waiting for your food. And this game is right in that wheelhouse, and so I really enjoyed it for that purpose. So that is Six Sites Singapore. Big thanks again to Capital Gains Studio for sending me a copy of this game. And until next time, my name is Tubbs. This has been Tubbs Plays Games, and I will see you soon.